making me mad.
I'm making you a new t-shirt.
You're making me a big t-shirt.
No,
Big.
you're bigger than your usual.
You make a big shirt bigger.
Oh, don't go there, my love. My camera is there.
Mama, you make that bigger?
No, I make a new one, a new t-shirt.
What's that?
Yeah, I like this. Yeah, good job. Okay, jump. Oh, jump. Jump ka. Dali, jump. Face this way and then you jump. Go there.
Hello. Welcome to my channel again. So let's start my project. So I'm gonna teach you how I made all the earlier video, t-shirt and the pants. So this is all what I need, which is I always show that in my video. So roller, tape measure, paper pattern, and then now I will need the long sleeve of my son, so I will use that as a pattern too. So now let's start making a pattern using the long sleeve of my son. So let's start it. Just watch how I traced it. So first of all, I fold the paper, the butter paper, and then mark 1 centimeter at least, and then afterwards fold into half the long sleeve. You will see in the video, and then mark it. I mean trace it. You will see in the video how I traced it. So after I trace it, I'm going to add on the bottom extra allowance because my son is getting taller and the long sleeve actually is a little bit shorter to him, so now I'm adding some length. And yeah, but my son is a skinny boy, so I just need to add length, not the wider of the t-shirt. So I already traced also the back of our long sleeve or long sleeve of my son. And yeah, now go on to the arm sleeve, the sleeve of my t-shirt. And by the way, all the side also I add 1 centimeter seam allowance, so when you sew it, of course you need extra seam allowance. So yeah. Now I'm going to trace the short sleeve. I'm going to use the t-shirt of my son as a pattern, I mean for tracing. Somebody's disturbing me there on my camera. So now I have all my patterns. Now I'm ready to cut my fabrics.
What's
Now that I've finished cutting my fabrics, now I'm going to run this first in the serger so I have a nice finishing edging. So look at that, nice and neat, right? It's beautiful. So now I'm ready to attach the t-shirt all together. So I decided to sew first the shoulder part. Let's sew it now. So after I attach the shoulder, now I'm going to attach the sleeve. So now, after I pin it, now I'm ready to sew those parts. Now I'm going to pin the side and then run in my sewing machine and sew it. So now it looks like a t-shirt now. Now I'm going to hem the sleeve area, that part, and then the bottom also of our t-shirt. And then later I'll teach you something for the neck. So now after I pin it, I'm going to measure the neck area. I'm sorry because my son was moving around the camera and I didn't notice he really moved it, and yeah, kind of my camera is not on the right position. You will see soon. So as you can see, I'm measuring the whole neck, and then afterwards I'm going to pull the tape measure, and then afterwards I'm going to get the half and then add a little bit more of the other half. So that's it. So now I'm going to stretch the fabric, and then I'm going to attach those both ends, and then I'm going to run also the sergers, so it's nice and easy to sew also. So it's nice and neat. So now I'm going to attach on our t-shirt on the neck part. So I'm sewing already the sleeve area, and then the bottom area, and then the neck area. Done! So this is my finished product, the first t-shirt, and then I'm going to show you also the green one quickly. So let's go on to the pants. So we're gonna use the same thing. So just keep watching. So first of all, I try to fold the pants into half. First, I'm going to trace the front part of our pants, and I made only one pattern. Like I didn't fold anything. I didn't fold the pattern. So as you can see, the pattern paper is only one piece. So yeah, one layer only. So yeah, so just keep watching how I traced it. I'm going to add a little bit more allowance on the bottom because my son is getting taller. So I'm adding at least 1 centimeter seam allowance on the all the sides because for sewing, as I said, always add 1 centimeter allowance in every side of it. One side I didn't add because it's already have allowance. So I have the front pattern now. Let's make the back pattern. as you can see, we go back to our front pattern because I'm going to work on our area for the zipper. So in this project I will need glue because I need to glue first the what do you call this, the pattern pad the other paper to our front pattern. So because it's a child pants, so I'm going to measure 2.5 centimeter. So as you can see, I make a curved line, not really all the way to the bottom. So at least from that bottom is at least what do you call this? 1.5 inches. So that's it. Make a curved line on that part. As you can see, I have double curve because I'm trying to make a perfect curve, and then I decided to be on that final line. So as you can see, I have white paper now because I will need that for my pocket areas for making pattern. So now I'm going to cut the pocket of my pants. So now I'm going to trace again, and I need to mark those part that I cut, where I cut it, because I will need that for my inner lining. You will see it later. So this is it. I have all the pattern. Now I'm ready to cut my top. Now I already cut it. Now I'm going to run it in the serger, and the pocket I will adjust it later. So isn't it nice and neat after I run it in the serger? So now I'm ready to cut my inner lining for my pocket. So now I'm going to pin it and then sew the pocket area. So as you can see, I make a mark, and then I'm going to cut that, and then we're ready to put it all together and sew it in the machine. So now I'm ready to attach all together the packet, and then yeah, I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to run it in the sewing machine. So now after I pin it, now I'm going to run this in the sewing machine. So now I'm going to work on the small packet. I will make it small. This is still the original size, so I'm going to make it small and pin it and sew it later. So I already pin it and I'm going to sew it. As you can see, I add some little touch there. I play around. I embroidered the initial of my son. So I'm going to sew the part of the where I'm going to put the zipper, but this time I will unstitch this later also. So I'm going to run this in the sewing machine in the big stitch. So now I pinned it already, and now I'm going to run in the sewing machine and sew this side, and then at the first I'm going to sew the other side also. So yeah, so after I sew it, now I'm going to unstitch the one I sewed earlier before I attached the zipper on it. You see that the stitches is not so clean because I'm having trouble with my sewing machine. But anyway, it doesn't matter because my son don't really care about it, but he's happy the result. I mean, with the result of his pants. Yeah, so now I'm going to sprun. I'm going to make a mark, and then afterwards I'm going to sew it like, you know, like the regular what do you call it? Regular pants. You have a stitch on the front. So now I'm going to unstitch the one I told you before, the one that I sewed before I attached the zipper. So now I'm going to work at the back of the pants. I'm going to add the pocket, of course. This one I'm gonna make it smaller because still the original size to fit on the jeans. And then I'm going to pleats also the back of his pants so it's nice and neat for my son. So now I'm working on the pleats. I'm not so sure if that's what you call it, but yeah, I need to adjust the waist so it will be nice and nice fitting for the back of my son because my son is slim. So I'm going to run this in the sewing machine, even this pocket. So I'm gonna adjust it already and pin it. So I already sew it. Now I'm going to pin it and run it in the sewing machine all together. So now I sew it already. Now I'm going to pin this side of the the back of the pants, and then afterwards I'm going to attach together the whole pants. Sew it. So now I'm going to attach all together the back and the front. Sorry, my camera ran out of battery, so I didn't film it. So now I'm going to run this in my sewing machine, on my sewing machine. So now I'm pinning it, and then I'm going to sew all together. So we're almost done. So now I'm going to work on the belt area. So I'm using the original belt area. Now I'm going to pin it so I know where I can cut it. So I'm pinning and pinning and pinning it until I go to the middle, and then I cut it. I add at least 1 centimeter seam allowance, and also to the other side too, so I can cut, and then afterwards I will sew all together. Like one, it will be look like one, and then afterwards I'm going to add the little piece for the belt, belt holder, you know what I mean, where you put the belt. Yeah, so keep watching. So this is what I mean. Now I'm going to yes, put that together, pin it, and then run it in my serger and sew it. Yeah. So this is it. So now I'm going to pin it and then run it on the sewing machine. But first, I need to remember to leave at least 1 inches on the back area so I can insert the elastic, the black elastic, as you see there on that video. Yeah, I make it difficult for myself actually. I can attach the elastic already before I attach the belt area on the main jeans. But I like it difficult because I'm not thinking so right, because I really wanted to finish this jeans. It's been sitting long time already on my desk. So yes, that's how I insert the elastic, and then afterwards the two side I sew it so it's secure, and then I close the 1 inches. So I already closed the 1 inches. Now I'm going to attach the belt holder, and then afterwards I'm going also to sew the bottom of our pants. Yes, yeah, almost finished. So now I'm finished, and now it's ready for my son to wear it. Yes, finally I finished with this project. Thank you, and hope you like this video, and please comment down below also, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time on my next video tutorial. Bye bye.